Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. Today's episode covers probable cause, searches, and the smell of marijuana, and comes to us from Run CMT's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. Let's dive right in and audit the interaction. On March 8, 2017, Toms River resident Jack Levine was traveling to work where he was stopped by New Jersey State Trooper Joseph Drew in Southampton in Burlington County, New Jersey for tailgating. Trooper Drew was backed up by State Trooper Andrew Whitmore and proceeds to search Mr. Levine's car after allegedly detecting the odor of marijuana emanating from the vehicle.
Smell anything in here?
Negative?
Alright, because the dude that I removed, the driver,
Yeah.
I moved him, I put him in the back of my vehicle. My vehicle reeks. Your vehicle doesn't reek anymore. I was speaking to the passenger, he was like, listen, it's not my car. I don't know if anything is in there. You know what I mean? He's more so, playing that game, saying if there is something in there, it's not his. The driver, I went back and to try to speak to him. He's just not talking anymore. So he does reek. I think he may have something on him. He might have stashed it somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking.
Stashed it somewhere where we can't just physically can't. It's not in his pockets. I don't think, unless you just take the gloves off and maybe try it like that, and maybe feel. You turn his pockets inside out, right?
Yeah, I'll search it again. I'm absolutely
I would say he definitely reeks. You ever been stopped for marijuana before?
I don't know. Have you ever stopped someone for marijuana before?
Yeah, we have all the time.
Yeah, that's what it smells like. I want you to look and put all your money. I went to his pockets. Everything's going in my hat.
Alright. Money's got a lot of germs on them, right? You're gonna put that back on your hat. That's clear.
If you think that this is the worst thing I'm going to do to you right now, you have another thing coming, my friend.
This phrase foreshadows the sinister intentions of Trooper Drew's relentless search for what Trooper Whitmore goes on to describe as a ticketable offense. If it is this difficult for these officers to locate the marijuana that they allegedly smell, then it is only logical to assume that the quantity of marijuana that they are after must be minuscule. It is extremely difficult to hide a large amount of marijuana on your persons, especially when undergoing such a thorough search. These officers are determined to find marijuana, and the lengths that they are willing to go to in order to secure a ticketable amount demonstrate the overzealous and unproductive nature of their policing style.
You could have been honest with me from the get-go. I gave you a chance.
Tell him kick his shoes off.
Oh my god.
Move your hands.
Bro, this is ridiculous.
Move your
This
hands.
is like sexual assault. I don't have nothing in my pants. What are you doing? This is ridiculous.
Definitely get the odor when you open his pants.
Is that right? Yeah. Alright, look, you want me to take my boxers off right here so I don't have to waste the time to go downtown because you think I got weed? What do you want me to do? Seriously, I have to go to work. You want me to take my clothes off? I'll be more than happy to, officers.
Let me explain something to you. All right, it's not like TV. All right, so if you think you're going to go to the county jail for it, it's not like that. All right, it's a disorderly person's offense.
I know how life works. I am not stupid.
All right, what
I
we're
shouldn't even
saying
be
is
talking to you. I'm not even going to say anything anymore.
you don't have to. You don't have to at all.
Am I free to go?
Not at this point. No.
Am I under arrest?
Yes, you are.
For what?
You're under arrest for the
what?
odor of marijuana.
The smell of marijuana has long stood as a pillar of probable cause, often used to search vehicles stopped under routine traffic violations. Many courts have held that even in states that have recreationally legalized marijuana, the odor in a vehicle can still be used as probable cause and justify a warrantless search of a vehicle based on the automobile exception doctrine. To learn more about the automobile legal exception, check out the video linked in the info card above. In the 2018 state Supreme Court case of Nebraska v. Seckinger, the court noted that while there may be innocent explanations for the odor of marijuana inside a vehicle, such as legal recreational use, the concept of probable cause is based on probabilities and does not require officers to rule out all innocent explanations for suspicious facts. While an individual may have legally consumed marijuana causing the smell, it is still illegal to drive under the influence of marijuana or possess large quantities without the proper authorization, which grants the officers the authority to investigate the presence of the smell to determine the legalities associated with it. All that being said, you cannot be arrested for smelling like marijuana. In fact, the Maryland Court of Appeals recently held that the smell of marijuana does not justify a search of an individual, given that the state decriminalized possession of small amounts. The laws and legal procedures surrounding marijuana are still developing and vary drastically from state to state, but one thing is for sure, you cannot be arrested for smelling like marijuana no matter what state you are in.
What?
The odor of marijuana.
So now you could get arrested for somebody smelling something. That's what this is about.
Yep.
Yes.
And what kind of law is that?
It's a New Jersey law.
What is the law then?
It's a New Jersey law.
What is the New Jersey law?
New Jersey law states.
You can arrest somebody. If I was arrested, you'd be bringing me down right now. I know how this
we
works.
might take you back to the station to do a strip search. We might do that.
If that's you guys trying to scare me into telling on myself for something I didn't even do wrong, then that's not going to work. Because you're going to bring me down, you're going to strip search me, whatever you want, put your little glove on, try to cavity check, do this, do that, strip search me, take my clothes.
It's been done before.
No, I know how you guys try. I know.
Who's you guys? What does that mean?
Come on, like, I don't have weed.
Did you get in the boxers?
Huh?
Did you get in the boxers?
Can I have... Come on, don't... I'll show you. I'll show you.
You want to strip down right in front of the traffic here?
I don't want you guys doing me like the TSA and sexually assaulting me. Like, come on.
Stop him for.
Tailgate.
Huh?
He's tailgating the truck.
They're both negative.
Yeah. Justin here is suspended.
In the back. Who's he talking to? DB?
Probably. I hope so. I mean, if it comes down to I have to put on latex gloves and get after it, I will.
Bro, you are not touching
Your last chance.
Yo, you can bring me down. You do what you gotta do. You are not sticking those gloves up. If you want to put your hand in my pants and sexually assault me again, just you can do that. You're not doing no weird shit with that.
This is.
I don't care what you're talking about. Search, do whatever you think you gotta do. It's gonna be on that little body cam now.
Yep. And it's going to be on a microphone that's attached to my.
All right, that's good.
I'm seeing you right now.
All right, yeah, I know. I already know I'm cleared. I already said that too. I already know the car's negative. I know that too. So let's go. Go where? I don't know exactly if this is legal or not, but I don't think it is.
It's legal. I just talked to my detective sergeant.
I don't know.
You can tell me where it is right now, or I can go in and go get it.
What kind of gay shit is that, yo?
Stop
Wait, can we at least go in front of the cop car so we're on that camera too? Can we do that?
You want me to search you in front of the camera?
I want. No, I really do. Yeah. What? Yo, you are really on some wild shit right now. Like, yo. Oh man, I can't wait. You better hope this is legal. Oh my. Did you find it? Did you find it?
The legalities of roadside cavity searches are somewhat of a gray area and are usually at the discretion of department policy. The New Jersey Attorney General's office has a 6-page strip search and body cavity search policy that is 23 years old and contains a very general list of requirements and procedures for law enforcement officers to follow. The policy says that anyone who is detained or arrested but not placed in jail may not be be strip or body cavity searched without a warrant or consent and authorization by a superior, which it seems Trooper Drew had acquired. But the policy also says that body cavity searches should not be performed unless someone is jailed, and goes on to define body cavity searches as visual inspection or manual search of a person's anal or vaginal cavity. In this case, Mr. Levine contends that he was subjected to both a strip search and a visual body cavity search. In a 2018 article from the Philadelphia Inquirer, Professor of Policing and Police Ethics at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, Maria Haberfield, said that a search for marijuana does not justify reaching into someone's underwear, and described Trooper Drew's conduct as erratic police behavior. She went on to say, quote, "It is very much about discretion, so even if you can do things, should you be doing them?"
Yo, you guys are really ridiculous. So you might as well ask me on a f***ing date. Yo, don't go back. No!
Listen to me. Stop moving.
What?
Stop moving.
How many times are you going to tell? How many times are you going to tell? I know you're going to frustrate me. How many times?
You're getting frustrated because you're moving. Stop moving.
I'm not moving.
The less you move, the quicker this will take.
What are you grabbing me like that for?
So you don't walk out into traffic and get hit.
I know you just sexually assaulted me, but I'm not going to kill myself. Like, I'm not that traumatized. Like, damn. I cannot believe that.
After finding no drugs, the troopers escorted Mr. Levine back to his car, cited him for tailgating, and allowed him to leave the scene. Approximately 3 months later, Mr. Levine filed a lawsuit against the two troopers and the New Jersey State Police as a whole for $900,000, alleging that the troopers sexually assaulted and publicly humiliated him during the search. The lawsuit is still ongoing, and both troopers are still on duty. Overall, Trooper Drew and Trooper Whitmore get an F for violating Mr. Levine's personal privacy and humiliating him in public in pursuit of a ticketable amount of marijuana. It is the inherent duty of police officers to balance the enforcement of laws with the freedoms of civilians, and the conduct of these troopers can be likened to that of an authoritarian regime. These troopers had no respect for Mr. Levine's privacy and ranked their relentless desire for a petty charge far above their commitment to protect and serve their community. This type of unprofessional conduct forfeits basic tenets of humanity in the name of safety, civility, and control. And if left unchecked, interactions like this one lay the foundation for an Orwellian society to thrive and leave behind a version of freedom that is highly skewed in favor of those in authoritative positions. I sincerely hope that these troopers are held accountable for their actions in the ensuing lawsuit. Mr. Levine gets an A for remaining calm during the interaction and having the wherewithal to follow up this encounter with legal action. Mr. Levine's case has the potential to be a landmark decision regarding the limitations of roadside searches or lack thereof. Unfortunately, it is unlikely that the case will make it to a high court due to the propensity of most government institutions to reach a settlement before trial. Often, the hammer of police accountability lands adjacent to society, securing compensation for the victim, but sweeping the rest under the rug and allowing the officers to go home unscathed, or worse, resume their position. Mr. Levine should definitely be compensated for the troopers' actions, but Trooper Drew and Trooper Whitmore should also be reprimanded as a result of the lawsuit. Let us know if there's an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more police interaction content.